as Renato was saying, I think one of the main things is because Shedmate unifies your old Excel spreadsheet. So we have here all of the calculations, but it's linked to the 3D BIM model. This is massive. This is the core of building information modeling, which give us the ability to actually see those problems before they actually happen. In an Excel spreadsheet, you don't have the visibility that you have here, and then it's easy to make mistakes. And that happened before, when I had my shed business back then. We quote the shed without installation, but including installation for the customer. The customer agreed to pay the price, which included the installation, and there was an error there that did include that installation. That cost us, I think, $4,500 that we needed to put from out of our pockets to actually pay for it, because that was the promise we gave to the customer. I didn't want to, follow on that promise. But here you have that visibility. You can see what you actually quantify. It's coming from those specific items. And this reduces a lot of those mistakes and comes back to what I mentioned. WShed says profitably. We have a lot of tools in Shedmate that help you sell more, such as the 3D Online Designer, the share links. We covered this on previous episodes. The ability to quote in real time with customer, the ability to draft a site plan and give to the customer in the first meeting for architectural plan. So there's so much of resources you can use to actually provide more value to the customer and sell more, but also fine tune what you actually quoting and what you're ordering in a visual way, as we have here, gives you that visibility that reduces the errors. And when you start reducing those errors, you might gonna see that maybe your Excel spreadsheet right now might be already creating issues. And that's very common. So when customers, they start matching Shedmate with the Excel spreadsheet, sometimes they're like, hey, something's not matching here. And that happened with me as well. I was doing this in a company and like, look, that doesn't match. So there is something in Shedmate that's wrong. And then we just eventually realized that there was actually the Excel spreadsheet that was wrong all of this time. And we didn't know. And the only way to see this is because, okay, we have a specific formula, for example, for trim deck, iron cladding. And when we click here, we can see everything that's being quantified. And then when you compare that to the Excel, it's like, Excel wasn't considering this specific case for that shed. And the variability is so high that's very hard for an Excel spreadsheet to be precise, as Shedmate is. Because you might have openings, might have a sliding door that's going to break the cladding. And how do you actually quantify all of those little bits and pieces in an Excel spreadsheet? It's hard. You eventually just put like margins and you put like a ballpark figure that is going to cover for it. But Shedmate is extremely precise in this. And then when you unify that precision with that ability that we're discussing here to see where every single one of those items are, we go another level in that precision and quality. So as you can see here for trim deck, we have all of the end wall claddings and we have some side wall claddings as well. You can see exactly each one of those. And now we could export this quoting bomb. So as Rafael did there, I can just say, yep, I want to export this to Excel, and let me save this anyway there, and let me open this, and there we go. So in here's what I was referring, Rafael, that I like to do personally. You don't have to do it, but it's just what I like to do. I go Control Shift side down, so I select the whole thing, and I format this as a table. I think this will do. My table has headers, that's okay. And now I can come here and say, look, I don't want to look at all of the groups. I just want to look at what's included in shed materials. And then from here I can say, look, I want to have a look just on like claddings. And then Shedmate is giving me that specific information here. I could actually come here and say, look, now instead of claddings, I want to have a look on like doors.